Have you noticed that your vision isn't quite the same after sunset? Maybe headlights from cars feel too harsh, or reading a book before bed suddenly feels like a strain. Perhaps you've even found yourself avoiding evening walks or nighttime driving because your eyes don't adjust like they used to. If so, you're not imagining it, and you're far from alone. Night vision decline is one of the most common signs of aging, yet it often sneaks up quietly. People in their 50s, 60s, and beyond start to realize that while they can still see well during the day, the world after dark seems dimmer, blurrier, or uncomfortably bright. Doctors call this condition nyctalopia or night blindness, but the truth is, it's rarely a sudden medical diagnosis. Instead, it's a gradual process that develops because our eyes simply aren't getting the nutrients, circulation, and recovery time they need. The eyes are remarkable organs, tiny yet complex cameras that capture light and send it to the brain. But like any machine, they require constant maintenance. Over time, collagen in the eye tissues weakens, the photoreceptor cells in the retina lose sensitivity, and oxidative stress damages delicate structures. Add in modern habits like hours of screen time, poor diet, and artificial lighting, and the strain multiplies. Here's the encouraging part: your eyes are not doomed to decline. Just as muscles can be rebuilt with exercise, your vision can be supported and strengthened with the right care. And one of the simplest, most overlooked methods is found not in pills or surgeries, but in your evening cup. Tonight, we're exploring 4 powerful herbal teas that support eye health, improve circulation, and help your vision recover while you sleep. Each one is backed by science, history, and real-world experience. The first tea is an old remedy that's been used for centuries but is only now gaining recognition in modern wellness circles. Hydrate tea. Herb Hydrate tea, nature's lens cleaner. With a name like Hydrate, it almost sounds too convenient to be real. But the herb Euphrasia officinalis has been trusted since medieval times as a remedy for all kinds of vision problems. Healers once brewed it into teas, poultices, and tinctures for eye strain, infections, and redness. While ancient remedies don't always hold up under modern scrutiny, Hydrate continues to impress researchers with its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. So how does it help your night vision? First, Hydrate contains compounds such as flavonoids and tannins that reduce inflammation in the delicate membranes of the eyes. If you've ever felt that burning or gritty sensation after a long day on screens, inflammation is likely the culprit. By calming irritation, Hydrate helps your tear ducts work properly, which means less dryness and more comfort at night. Second, Hydrate is rich in antioxidants like luteolin. Antioxidants are crucial because the retina is one of the most metabolically active parts of the body. It consumes a lot of oxygen, which unfortunately creates free radicals. These unstable molecules gradually damage photoreceptor cells unless neutralized. By flooding the tissues with antioxidants, Hydrate helps protect the very cells responsible for detecting light. Third, this herb has a subtle astringent quality. That might sound like a small detail, but it means Hydrate can help tone and tighten the tiny capillaries that feed the eyes. Stronger blood vessels mean better circulation, which equals a steadier flow of oxygen and nutrients to your retina at night. Sparkles a story from experience. Let me share a quick example. Mary, a 63-year-old retired teacher, told me she dreaded driving after dusk. She described how headlights felt like white explosions in her vision, making her squint and tense at the wheel. She was terrified she might have to give up evening outings altogether. Instead of reaching for another prescription or high-priced supplement, we tried something simple: a warm cup of Hydrate tea an hour before bed. After 3 weeks, she emailed me to say the glare had noticeably reduced. She could drive more comfortably, and her eyes didn't feel as exhausted when she came home. Was it a miracle cure? No, but it was consistent nourishment and support, which is exactly what aging eyes need. Teacup with handle: how to brew Hydrate tea. Making Hydrate tea is simple. You can find dried Hydrate leaves online or at herbal shops. Use 1 teaspoon of dried herb per cup. Pour freshly boiled water over it. Steep for 10 minutes, then strain. Sip slowly, ideally in the evening as you wind down. Some people like to combine it with chamomile or peppermint for a smoother taste, but even on its own, it's earthy and soothing. Crescent moon: why nighttime teas work so well. You might be wondering, why focus on bedtime? Couldn't you drink these teas in the morning? You could, but the reason evening is so powerful is because your eyes heal and regenerate during sleep. Just like muscles repair themselves overnight, your retinal cells and collagen structures use the dark hours to recover. By giving your body antioxidants and circulation-boosting compounds right before bed, you're essentially handing it the tools it needs to repair while you rest. Think of it as charging your vision batteries overnight. Instead of waking up with the same tired, strained eyes, you wake up refreshed, with clearer, more comfortable sight. For centuries, chamomile has been used to ease stress, soothe digestion, and calm the mind before bedtime. Most people think of it as a sleep tea, but few realize how profoundly it can benefit eye health. Chamomile flowers contain a wealth of compounds, including apigenin, quercetin, and bisabolol. These aren't just fancy names, they're natural anti-inflammatories and antioxidants. And inflammation is something your eyes battle every day, especially if you spend hours on digital devices. Think of how your eyes feel after scrolling on your phone or working at a computer. Heavy, tired, maybe even burning. That's microinflammation. It's your eyes telling you that the tissues are irritated, overworked, and lacking recovery. Chamomile helps by calming this irritation at the cellular level, reducing redness, and making your eyes less sensitive to environmental stresses. But chamomile's benefits go deeper. Research suggests it can help lower blood sugar and improve circulation. Why does this matter? Because your retina depends on tiny, delicate blood vessels for nourishment. If those vessels are stressed or inflamed, your night vision suffers. By improving vascular health, chamomile ensures a steadier flow of oxygen and nutrients when your eyes need it most, in low light. And here's something beautiful. Chamomile doesn't just relax your body, it relaxes your mind. Poor sleep is a hidden cause of worsening vision. When you don't rest deeply, your eyes don't get enough downtime to repair themselves. Chamomile promotes deeper, more restorative sleep, indirectly giving your vision the nightly recharge it craves. Sparkle's a chamomile story. Take Peter, a 59-year-old accountant. His days were spent buried in spreadsheets, and by evening, his eyes were bloodshot and sore. He told me he had stopped reading his favorite novels at night because the words blurred after just a few pages. I suggested he replace his nightly glass of wine with a cup of chamomile tea. After 3 weeks, Peter noticed something unexpected. Not only was he falling asleep faster, but his eyes weren't as irritated in the evenings. The blurriness lessened, and he started reading again before bed. His wife joked that he seemed 10 years younger, not because of his face, but because he was finally back to his old habits without complaining of eye pain. Chamomile didn't magically restore his eyes overnight, but it created the environment his body needed to repair and recover naturally. Teacup with handle: how to brew chamomile tea. Chamomile tea is one of the easiest to prepare. You can buy it as dried flowers or in tea bags. Place 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried chamomile flowers in a cup. Pour hot, not boiling, water over them. Let it steep for 5 to 7 minutes. Strain, then sip slowly before bed. For an extra boost, add a bit of honey, which itself contains antioxidants that benefit eye tissues. Glowing Star Turmeric Tea, the Golden Guardian. Now let's turn to something a little more exotic, but incredibly powerful: turmeric tea. Turmeric, known for its bright golden color, has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years. Its star compound is curcumin, one of the most studied natural anti-inflammatories in the world. If chamomile is a gentle protector, turmeric is a warrior, targeting deep-rooted inflammation and oxidative stress that silently damage your eyes over time. Here's the problem: as we age, our eyes become more vulnerable to oxidative stress. This means the balance tips between free radicals and antioxidants, leading to cellular damage. The retina is particularly at risk because it's highly active and constantly exposed to light. Over time, this stress contributes to cataracts, macular degeneration, and poor night vision. Curcumin works like a shield. It neutralizes free radicals before they can harm your eye cells. But that's not all. Turmeric also supports better circulation by reducing plaque buildup in blood vessels. Stronger circulation means healthier retinal function, sharper focus, and less eye fatigue at night. Sparkle's a turmeric story. Linda, 66, had been experiencing worsening glare from streetlights. She described it as halos around every bulb, making her evening walks uncomfortable. Instead of jumping straight to expensive supplements, she began drinking turmeric tea 3 nights a week. Within 2 months, she noticed a remarkable difference. The halos had faded, and her eyes didn't feel as cloudy. She said it felt like a fog had lifted. While turmeric didn't replace her need for glasses, it significantly reduced the oxidative stress clouding her vision. Teacup with handle: how to brew turmeric tea. Turmeric tea can be made with either fresh turmeric root or powder. Here's a simple recipe: Add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, or 2 teaspoons grated fresh root, to 2 cups of water. Simmer for 10 minutes. Strain, then add a pinch of black pepper. This boosts curcumin absorption. Finish with a splash of coconut milk or almond milk for creaminess. The result is a warm, golden drink often called golden milk. It's soothing, comforting, and deeply nourishing, especially for your eyes. Crescent moon why chamomile and turmeric work together. Chamomile and turmeric may seem very different, but together they form a perfect pair. Chamomile calms the body and mind, ensuring deep sleep, while turmeric fights the oxidative stress and circulation problems that silently weaken your vision. One works on the surface, the other at the root. Drinking 1 cup of chamomile and 1 cup of turmeric tea in the evening creates a double defense: relaxation plus cellular repair. Your eyes not only feel less irritated, but they also gain long-term protection against age-related decline. By now, you've seen how 2 simple teas, chamomile and turmeric, can reduce inflammation, relax your body, and supply protective antioxidants to your eyes. But there's one more powerful ingredient that deserves a place in your nightly ritual: ginger. Combined with a step-by-step evening protocol, ginger tea can complete your vision support routine and set you up for long-term eye health. Ginger, more than a spice. For many people, ginger is just that fiery root they add to stir-fry or sip when they have a sore throat. But this knobby plant is actually one of the world's most studied natural remedies. For thousands of years, it's been used across Asia for its ability to stimulate digestion, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation. Today, modern research has confirmed that ginger has unique compounds, gingerols and shoguls, that make it a powerhouse for overall health. When it comes to your eyes, ginger plays a surprisingly direct role.
Circulation booster.
Healthy eyes depend on steady blood flow. Ginger naturally thins the blood slightly and encourages smooth circulation. This means more oxygen and nutrients can reach the retina and optic nerve, exactly where they needed most. Inflammation fighter. Just like turmeric, ginger reduces inflammatory markers in the body. This helps calm tissues that may be under stress, particularly those in and around the eyes. Antioxidant richness. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells, and the eyes are especially vulnerable. Ginger's antioxidants neutralize these radicals, protecting delicate eye tissues from oxidative stress.
Preparing tea.
Unlike chamomile or Hydrate, ginger has a natural kick that makes the tea both soothing and energizing. Here's the best way to prepare it. Peel and slice 4 to 5 thin pieces of fresh ginger root. Add them to a small pot with 1½ cups of water. Simmer for 10 minutes, then strain into a mug. Add honey and lemon if desired. Drink this about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Some people worry that ginger zing might keep them awake, but in reality, the warmth and improved circulation often lead to deeper relaxation once you're under the covers. The evening eye protocol. Now that you know about Hydrate, chamomile, turmeric, and ginger, let's put it all together into one practical nighttime routine. Think of this as your evening eye protocol, a structured way to ensure your eyes get the nutrients and rest they need every single night. Step 1. Reduce screen exposure. At least 1 hour before bed, start dimming your lights and putting away devices. Blue light from phones and computers confuses your brain, suppresses melatonin, and forces your eyes to strain longer than they should. If you must use a screen, turn on a blue light filter. Step 2. Brew your tea. Choose one of the 4 teas: Hydrate, chamomile, turmeric, or ginger, depending on your needs that night. Hydrate for irritation or dryness. Chamomile for stress and restlessness. Turmeric for inflammation and glare. Ginger for circulation and overall warmth. You can rotate them throughout the week or combine small amounts of each to make a blend. Step 3. Gentle eye exercises. While your tea steeps, take 5 minutes to do gentle eye exercises. Slowly roll your eyes in a circle. Focus on a near object, then a far one, to train flexibility. Close your eyes and cover them lightly with your palms, breathing deeply. These simple movements relax the muscles around your eyes and increase blood flow. Step 4. Sip and reflect. As you drink your tea, avoid distractions. This is a moment of calm for your body and mind. The act of slowing down helps your nervous system switch into repair mode, which benefits your vision as much as the nutrients do. Step 5. Consistent sleep. Finally, aim to be in bed around the same time each night. Your eyes, like the rest of your body, thrive on rhythm. Deep, Restorative sleep allows the antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds you've just consumed to do their work. What happens after weeks of consistency? If you follow this protocol for 3 to 4 weeks, you may start noticing subtle but powerful changes. Less squinting at night when reading or driving. A decrease in glare sensitivity from streetlights or headlights. Eyes that feel less dry and irritated at bedtime. A calmer, more restful sleep that leaves you refreshed in the morning. Over months, the benefits compound. By feeding your body and eyes with consistent nutrients and lowering inflammation daily, you create an environment where decline slows, and in some cases, vision clarity can actually improve. Why this matters? We live in a world where the default solution for vision problems is often glasses, surgery, or expensive supplements. And while those have their place, they don't address the everyday habits that either protect or weaken your eyesight. By introducing a simple nightly ritual, you're essentially telling your body, I value my vision, and I'm going to care for it proactively. That mindset, paired with these teas, creates not just better eyesight but a better quality of life. You'll feel more confident going out at night, more relaxed while reading, and more secure knowing you're doing something practical to preserve one of your most precious senses, bringing it all together. So let's recap your natural vision support toolkit. Hydrate tea for irritation, clarity, and antioxidant support. Chamomile tea for relaxation, stress relief, and gentle protection. Turmeric tea for fighting inflammation and glare. Ginger tea for boosting circulation and feeding oxygen to your eyes. Individually, each one offers unique benefits. Together, they form a powerful system that works while you sleep, helping to restore, protect, and nourish your eyes, one night at a time. Final words of encouragement. Your eyes are more than just windows to the world. They're your lifelong companions in experiencing everything you love. Don't wait until serious problems appear to care for them. Instead, start now, with small, enjoyable steps like sipping tea before bed. Every cup is an investment in your vision, your confidence, and your independence. And the beauty of this protocol is its simplicity. No side effects, no complicated routines, just warm, comforting teas that bring peace to your evening and strength to your sight. So tonight, as you wind down, skip the late-night scrolling and heavy snacks. Brew yourself a cup of ginger, chamomile, turmeric, or Hydrate tea. Sip slowly, breathe deeply, and know that while you rest, your body is working to give your eyes the clarity they deserve. Clearer nights and brighter mornings are within reach, and it all begins with the small choice you make before bed. Crescent moon sparkles.